Congratulations to everybody who helped us do it. We started yesterday in the morning. Around 2 a.m. we left here, and then we came back this morning and tried to complete it. Only 12 minutes to cut about 17 hours to put together. But we are thankful for it, and we love our job. Here it is. Dr. BAWUMIA launched his campaign with a speech at the University of Professional Studies last Wednesday, 7th February 2023, to set his presidential campaign alight.
The leader, the flag bearer, the presidential candidate of the new Patriotic Party for the 2024 presidential elections, Dr. Mahama.Paul BAWUMIA.
Even before he became the nominee, his opponents in the NDC had begun a narrative to suggest that BAWUMIA was such a distant outsider that he will never be allowed to lead the MPP because he, BAWUMIA, was a northerner. Here is NDC General Secretary Fifi Kwete.
I feel very sorry for Dr. What's his name? Mahama.Paul BAWUMIA. Is that it? All he needs to do is to take a good look at what happened to Alhaji Aliyu Mahama. Is Mahama.Paul BAWUMIA actually dreaming that in the unlikely event of MPP winning power, somehow, after Akufo-Addo had run his term, he, Mahama.Paul BAWUMIA, will be made the candidate of the MPP? Are you dreaming, Mahama.Paul BAWUMIA? Are you dreaming? You don't know the party in which you are? You don't understand that if you are not an Ashanti or Nachim, you have no chance?
Then came the day of voting, and after weeks of campaigning, and also after the departure of Alan Kyerematen from the MPP party and the campaign and election process, D-Day finally came, and when ballots were counted, history had been made.
It is my great privilege to hand over the flag of the new Patriotic Party to you, Mahama.Paul BAWUMIA. There you are.
Thereafter, NDC had been a bit nervous about the BAWUMIA ticket, but they enjoyed the fact that Alan Kyerematen had left. It had even been widely rumored that Kyerematen was getting funding from one of John Mahama's brothers. It is said that this particular brother is a long-time friend of Alan. He is also a key member of the John Mahama family and a particularly big player in John Mahama's politics. That notwithstanding, the NDC still seemed to be concerned about Dr. BAWUMIA's agenda and his mission as MPP presidential candidate. The big thorn in NDC flesh is the vote distribution in the north since 2008. Since Dr. BAWUMIA came onto the MPP ticket as running mate, he, Dr. BAWUMIA, has been chipping away at the NDC leadership in the north to the point where currently the New Patriotic Party have more northern MPs than the National Democratic Congress. Observers believe that this has been achieved as a result of Dr. BAWUMIA's hard work and his commitment to increase the northern votes for his party. Now, if this trend continues, the NDC just might have a bitter lesson to learn after 2024's parliamentary election. For this reason, The NDC General Secretary decided to tear down Dr. Bawumia's image before the people of the northern region in a manner that has left a sour taste in everybody's mouth.
God is giving us again an opportunity to make a choice between two people. And these two people happen to come from the northern part of Ghana. One from the Savannah region, the other one from the northeast. Both of them original northern Ghana. Whereas one is known as a liar who can never tell the truth. The other one can be trusted for what he promises to give you. And northern region, you owe it to Ghana to make sure that that son that represents not your best image, that son that represents a disgrace to the north, should never rise to the leadership of this country, because that will be a disgrace to the whole of the northern region. Northern region, you need to do everything possible to ensure that that son of yours, that is an absolute disgrace and a humiliation to all of you, never rises to become the president of this country.
But how does the NDC General Secretary stand in front of northern opinion leaders to tell them that Mumuni Bawumia's son, who has been such a conspicuous vice president, who has introduced one village, one dam to the people of the north, who has also secured a $150 million from the World Bank to help northern youth, to help northern children, how is such a leader a disgrace to all northerners? How?
Northern region, you need to do everything possible to ensure that that son of yours, that is an absolute disgrace and a humiliation to all of you, never rises to become the president of this country.
Well, during Dr. Bawumia's speech on 7th February, it is reported that he made allusions to the fact that he was not in charge of the government and that given the same opportunity, he might do certain things differently. He even promised to abolish some taxes that are currently in operation. Upon this, the NDC went to town to say that Dr. Bawumia was actually shirking responsibility because as far as they are concerned, Bawumia is Akufo-Addo and Akufo-Addo is Bawumia. Not long after the NDC tirade had hit the roof, then social media users were fed with videos that has completely embarrassed the NDC communication. First, it was a post by Chief of Staff under John Mahama, Julius Debra. Mr. Debra was speaking to delegates during the campaign of the 2016 election in Kaleo. Dr. Bawumia was running as the vice presidential candidate for Nana Akufo-Addo, whilst President Mahama was running as the NDC candidate. This is what Julius Debra told them on 29th October 2016. In every moving vehicle, there is someone behind the steer and a driver's mate. The driver determines which direction the car moves. The mate may have a say, but the driver takes the ultimate decision. In this simple analogy, President John Mahama is the driver. Dr. Mahama.Paul Adom Octere, a vice presidential candidate, will be the driver's mate should Nana Addo win, and he, Dr. Bawumia, cannot have ultimate power. If he proposes something for you and Nana Addo says later, there is nothing he can do about it. It will seem obvious that Julius Debra was in good company with President Mahama himself. This is what President Mahama actually said about the same situation.
The NDC government has done a lot in 4 years. Our constitution gives presidents 2 terms. Take it that I'm the spare driver or caretaker or whatever. Professor Mills of blessed memory started the process and I'm finishing his unexpired term. I believe that the NDC government deserves a 2nd term to be able to build on the foundation that it has laid in these 4 years. And I'm certain that Ghanaians would vote for me and turn me from the spare driver that I've been described as into the actual driver of the bus, leading us to the destination that we want to go to.
Well, looks like the NDC had forgotten their own narrative. Another matter that has been raised against Dr. Bawumia is that he comes from a religious minority of Muslim. NDC have touted their candidate John Mahama as Christian, but a recent video that emerged out of the woods showing a dastardly spiritual oath taken by sections of NDC officials has left many confused as to what kind of Christianity that is going on over here. See this video.
Say by this sword, I vow. But if I compromise, and sold my party out, for money, for this coming election, may I die, and my firstborn, also die, in my place, so help me God. Amen.
What shall we say to these things? As Apostle Paul said in the book of Romans, if God be for us, who can be against us? Shall I use this opportunity to say, welcome to election 2024. Good luck to all candidates, and may the roads be safe for the candidates, the journalists, the Electoral Commission officials, the police officers, the supporters, the cheerleaders, and especially the foot soldiers. History beckons, and we all expect something great to happen in this election 2024. I can't wait. I bet you can't wait either. Join us now and always for all the information and all the analysis. Good luck.
He is truly the man of the moment, and Ghana must accept him. So this is it. Thank you very much.